dear students. Dear students, today we are going to discussing something about 10th standard second language English one unit called Gentlemen of Rio Media. Gentlemen of Rio Media. So in this unit, today we learn something about author of the lesson and the introductory aspects of the lesson. About the author and introduction part. Introduction part of the lesson. That things we will be discussing in this class. Dear students, the Gentlemen of Rio Medio, the lesson is written by John A. Cedillo. John A. Cedillo. John A. Cedillo was the author of the lesson Gentlemen of Rio Medio. See, dear students, John A. Cedillo, his lifespan between 1902 to 1982 is the lifespan of John A. Cedillo. 1902 to 1982. This is the lifespan of John A. Cedillo. And he was born in New Mexico. Born in New Mexico. And he worked as a lawyer. Worked as a lawyer and held public office. He wrote about Mexico and southwestern United States. The above story is based on an actual legal case. I mean, Gentlemen of Rio Medio, the lesson related to a legal case, based on actual legal case. Based on actual legal case. Based on actual legal case. That is Gentlemen of Rio Medio. Okay. What are the aspects appeared in this lesson? That thing we will be discussing now. Okay. Now you are all understand about author of John A. Author of the lesson Gentlemen of Rio Medio. Author is John A. Cedillo. So his lifespan between 1902 to 1981. He was born in New Mexico of United States and worked as a lawyer. And the story Gentlemen of Rio Medio, based on actual legal case, he was going to narrate in his lesson Gentlemen of Rio Medio. Dear students, before commencement of this lesson, there is a one pre-reading task. That is very simple. I hope that you are all have the textbooks. In the page number 45, there is a one passage Now I am going to read the passage. You are all observed carefully. Imagine your grandfather owns a small piece of land upturned with fruit yielding trees. It is inherited from his ancestors. Your father intends to sell it. What would be the reaction of your grandfather? Complete the dialogue between your father and your grandfather. Father, could we sell the land? Grandfather, keep silent for a few seconds. No, we should not. It is inherited from my ancestors. Father, so what? Grandfather, it is my prized possession. Later on, father and grandfather's dialogues happen between these two peoples. Okay. See, this is the paragraph tells something about the selling of the land. Actually, grandfather didn't want to sell the land because that land he received from his ancestors. So that is one type of sentimental aspects. That's why he didn't want to sell that land. But father, he did not have any sentimental issues, so that he can ready to sell the land. That was the clash between father and grandfather. So the same thing happened in the lesson Gentlemen of Rio and Video. Now dear students, our lessons starts with the model reading of the lesson. Now I am going to read the lesson. You all listen carefully. Okay. Gentlemen of Rio and Video. Written by John A. Cedillo. It took months of negotiation to come to an understanding with the old man. He was in no hurry. What he had the most of was time. He lived up in Rio and Medio, where his people had been for hundreds of years. He tilled the same land they had tilled. His house was small and rich, but quaint. The little creek ran through his land. His orchard was narrowed and beautiful. The day after sale, he came into the office. His coat was old, green, and faded. I thought of Senator Cotton, who has been such a power with these people up there in the mountains. Perhaps it was one of his old Prince Alberts. He wore gloves. They were old and torn, and his fingertips showed through them. He carried a cane, but it was only the skeleton of a worn-out umbrella. Behind him walked one of his innumerable kin, a dark young man with eyes like a gas. The old man bowed to all of us in the room. Then he removed his hat and gloves slowly and carefully. Chaplin once did that in a picture in a band. He was the janitor. Then he handed his things to the boy who stood obediently behind the old man's chair. Okay, these are all the three paragraphs. After the know the meaning of these three paragraphs, then we can move to fourth paragraph. Okay. See, are you listening all those things, dear students? Yes. What the first paragraph tells us? It took months of negotiation to come to an understanding with the old man. See, dear students, in this paragraph, there is a meeting and there is a conversation happened between selling activity of land. Author and in this unit's hero, gentleman of Rio and Medio. Here, Rio and Medio is the name of place. Gentleman of Rio and Medio. That gentleman belongs to the village of Rio and Medio. See, where it took months of negotiation to come to an understanding with the old man. Here, old man refers to gentleman of Rio and Medio. Gentleman of Rio and Medio. Negotiation. It means official discussion. Negotiation. It means official discussion. Official discussion. See, it took months of negotiation to come to an understanding with the old man. ಹಲವು ತಿಂಗಳುಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಆ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದರು, ಒಂದು ಒಪ್ಪಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. ಏನದು? ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ನೋ ಹರಿ. ದಟ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ not hurry for selling his land. What he had the most of was time. He lived up in Rio and Medio, where his people had been for hundreds of years. So he had the most of his time who lived in that village called Rio and Medio. He lived up in Rio and Medio, where his people had been for hundreds of years till the same land they had been tilled. ನೂರಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಆ ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಹೊಲವನ್ನೇ ತಾನು ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಸಿ, ರಿಯೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋ, ಎ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಟಾ ಫಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ನ್ಯೂ ಮೆಕ್ಸಿಕೋ, ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್. ಅಮೇರಿಕಾ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಯಾಂಟಾ ಫಿ ಪ್ರಾಂತ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶ ರಿಯೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಈ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಥರ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬೀನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಂಡ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್, ಈ ಟಿಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟಿಲ್ಡ್. ಅವರ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರು ನೂರಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನು ತಾವು ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಬದುಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ his house was small and reached. ಅವರ ಮನೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್, ಸಣ್ಣದಾದಂಥ ಮನೆ, and reached. Reached means unpleasant. Reached means unpleasant. And small and unpleasant, but quaint. But ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅದು? But quaint. Q-U-I-N-T, quaint. Q-U-A-I-N-T, quaint. Quaint means unusual and attractive. Unusual and attractive. Especially in an old fashioned way. Unusual and attractive, especially in an old fashioned way. ಹಳೆಯದಾದಂತಹ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಮನೆ. ಯಾರ್ದು? ಜೆಂಟ್ಲ್ಮೆನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯೋ ಎನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಹೌದು. ದ ಲಿಟ್ಲ್ ಕ್ರೀಕ್, ದ ಲಿಟ್ಲ್ ಕ್ರೀಕ್. ಕ್ರೀಕ್, creek means a small narrow stream. A small narrow stream. S T or E A M, stream or river. A small narrow stream or river, that is what we call creek. That little creek ran through his land. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣದಾದಂತಹ ನೀರಿನ ಜರಿ ಅವನ ಜಮೀನು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಸ್ ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್. ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ORCHARD. ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್. ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್ means a piece of land in which fruit trees are grown. A piece of land in which fruit trees are grown and was narrow and beautiful. Narrow, it means a branch of a tree with a twisted odd lumps. ರೆಂಬೆ ಕೊಂಬೆಗಳು ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. So this is the paragraph number 1. So totally what the paragraph number 1 tells us, there is a conversation between gentlemen of Rio and Media and buyers of the land in the office of our authors, where official discussion had been made several months after. There is an understanding between gentleman and the buyers, and he was ready to sell his land. His land was looked so beautifully, where he was living so long, and his ancestors also lived there, and hundreds of years the land tilled by his ancestors and by him, and where his house was small and rich but very beautiful. The little creek ran through in his land. His orchard was narrowed and beautiful. So this is the paragraph number 1. This is the paragraph number 1. And come to the second paragraph. What the second paragraph tells us? What the second paragraph tells us? See the second paragraph. The day of the sale, he came into the office. Old man ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ತನ್ನ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾರುವ ದಿನ ಈ ಪಾಠದ ಆಥರ್, ಲಾಯರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾನ್ ಎ ಸಿಗಿಲ್ ಅವರ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌ he was entering into the office on the day of sale. His coat was old. ಜೆಂಟ್ಲ್ಮೆನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯೋ ಎನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅವರ ಕೋಟ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು? ತುಂಬ ಹಳೆಯದಾಗಿತ್ತು. His coat was old, green and faded. ಹಸಿರು ಬಣ್ಣದು ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಸಿತ್ತು, ಹಳೆಯದಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕೋಟ್. ಐ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಥರ್. ಐ ಥಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆನೆಟರ್ ಕಾರ್ಟನ್. ಅವ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದ? ಸೆನೆಟರ್ ಕಾರ್ಟನ್. ಸೆನೆಟರ್ ಕಾರ್ಟನ್ ಯಾರು? ಥಾಮಸ್ ಬೆಂಟನ್ ಕಾರ್ಟನ್, ಎ ಸೆನೆಟರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಮೆಕ್ಸಿಕೋ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ 1912 to 1917. ಆ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಕಂಡ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಪವರ್ ವಿತ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೌಂಟೈನ್ಸ್. ಆ ಗುಡ್ಡಗಾಡುಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಶಕ್ತಿಯುತವಾದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರನ್ನು ತಾನು ಹಿಡಿದಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಡ. Perhaps it was one of his old Prince Alberts. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಬರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಎ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕೋಟ್. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಬರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕೋಟ್, ಆ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ. ಈ ಓರ್ ಗ್ಲೌಸ್, ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ. ದೇ ವರ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಾರ್ನ್, ಅವು ಹರಿದೋಗಿದ್ವು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಟಿಪ್ಸ್ ಶೋಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದೆಮ್, ಅವನ ತುದಿ ಬೆರಳುಗಳು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ತೂರಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದವು. ಈ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಎ ಕೇನ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಸ್ಕೆಲೆಟನ್, ಎ ವೋರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂಬ್ರಲಾ. ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ವೋರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂಬ್ರಲಾ. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇದೆ? ವೋರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂಬ್ರಲಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಛತ್ರಿ, ಕೊಡೆ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ಕೊಡೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಕ್ಕೆ ಪುಕ್ಕವೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಬರೀ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಅದು ಓವರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂಬ್ರಲಾ. ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಅವನ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆಗೆ, ವಾಕ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಇನ್ನಂಬರಬಲ್ ಕಿನ್, ಎ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿತ್ ಐಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಗ್ಯಾಸಲ್. ಗ್ಯಾಸಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡೀರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಐಸ್. ಜಿಂಕೆಯ ಜಾತಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವಲ್ವ, ಆ ರೀತಿಯ ಸುಂದರ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳುಳ್ಳ ಅವರ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಯೊಬ್ಬನನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಆವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ, ಯಾವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ? ದ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಆವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಅವನನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ gentleman of Rio in Medio during the selling of his land. I mean, the day of sale, he came into the office of our author, how he was appeared. That thing in the paragraph second discussed. So now come to the third paragraph. The old man bowed to all of us in the room. The old man bowed to all of us. Bowed to all of us. Bowed to all of us in the room. Then he removed his hat and gloves slowly and carefully. Chaplin once did that in a picture in a bank. He was the janitor. Then he handed his things to the boy who stood obediently behind the old man's chair. See, this is the third paragraph. Dear students, when the day of sale he came into the office, how he was react, or how his dialogues delivered in front of the author and buyers. See, the old man bowed to all of us. So when he entered into in such manner and he bowed to all of us. ಅವನು bowed to all of us ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಳಿದ. Then he removed his gloves slowly and the hat also removed slowly and very carefully. Chaplin once did that in a picture in a bank. He was the janitor. Then he handed his things to the boy who stood obediently behind the old man's chair. See, later on what happened? Chaplin once did that in a picture in a bank. He was the janitor. Then he handed his things to the boy who stood obediently behind the man's chair. ನೋಡಿ, ಅವನು ಅವತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಂಡಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಚಾರ್ಲಿ ಚಾಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಥರ ಕಂಡ. ಚಾರ್ಲಿ ಚಾಪ್ಲಿನ್ ತನ್ನ ಟೋಪಿಯನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅವನು ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ತೆಗಿತಾನಲ್ವಾ ಒಂದು ಜಾನಿಟರ್ ಪಾತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಂಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆತ ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಚಾರ್ಲಿ ಚಾಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ 1889 to 1977. Silent film comedian, someone whose job is took after a school or a large building called as janitor. ಆ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಚಾರ್ಲಿ ಚಾಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಡ ಯಾರು ಜೆಂಟ್ಲ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯೋ ಎಂದು. And then he handed his things to the boy who stood obediently behind the old man's chair. ಅವನ ಹಿಂದಗಡೆ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಅವನ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ತನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಟೋಪಿ ಅಂತೆ ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ ಅಂತೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಆ ಒಬೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್, ಒಬೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಧೇಯತೆಯಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಿಂದ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಂಥ ಆ ತನ್ನ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಯ ಕೈಗೆ ತನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾರು ನೀಡೋದು? ಜೆಂಟ್ಲ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯೋ ಎನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಇಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮೋ. ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು? ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮೋ. ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮೋ ಅವನೇ ಜೆಂಟ್ಲ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯೋ ಎನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಆನ್ಸ್ಲೆಮೋ ಜೆಂಟ್ಲ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯೋ ಎನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಅವನು ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮೋ. Okay, and later on there was a great deal of conversation about Ryan and his family. He was very proud of his large family. Finally we got down to business. Yes, he would sell, as he had agreed, for $1,200 in cash. We would buy, and the money was ready. Don Anselmo, I said to him in Spanish, we have made a discovery. You remember that we sent that surveyor, that engineer up there to survey your land so as to make the deed? Well, he finds that you own more than 8 acres. He tells us that your land extends across the river and that you own almost twice as much as you thought. He didn't know that, and now Don Anselmo, I added, these Americans are buona gente. They are good people and they are willing to pay you for the additional land as well at the same rate per acre. So that instead of $1,200, you will get almost twice as much, and the money is here for you. See, dear students, this is what we are understand in the paragraph 4. That is, there was a great deal of conversation happened between author and Don Anselmo. When that day, Ryan and his discussions happened between Ryan and family. He was very proud of his large family. ಅವನ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಂತ? ಮಳೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ he was very proud of his large family. ಅವನು ತುಂಬ ತನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟಕಡೆಯದಾಗಿ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ನಾವು ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಎಸ್, ಹಿ ವುಡ್ ಟು ಸೆಲ್. ಅವನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿದ. ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆದ. ಫಾರ್ $1,200, $1,200 ಅವನು ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ. ಇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್, ನಗದು ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ. ವಿ ಕುಡ್ ಬೈ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಮನಿ ವಾಸ್ ರೆಡಿ. ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸೆಲ್ಮೋ, ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಟು ಹಿಮ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನಿಷ್, ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನಿಷ್ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಏನಂತ, ದುಡ್ಡು ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಎ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ, ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಒಂದು ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ ದ ಸರ್ವೇಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರು ಸರ್ವೇಯರನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಹಬ್ ದೇ ಟು ಸರ್ವೆ ಯುವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಡೀಡ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಕರಾರು ಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಸರ್ವೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ವೆಯರು ಮಾಡಿ. ವೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಓನ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 8 acres. ಆ ಜಮೀನು ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 8 acres ಇತ್ತು, 8 ಎಕರ್ಸ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜಮೀನು ಇತ್ತು. He tells us that your land extends across the river and that you own almost twice as much you thought. ನೀವು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜಮೀನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಡಿಡೆಂಟ್ ನೋ ದಟ್, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮ ಐ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಇಟ್, ನಾವು ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ದೀಸ್ ಅಮೇರಿಕನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯೂನಾಜೆಂಟ್, ಅಮೇರಿಕದವರು ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರು. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗುಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ and they are willing to pay you for additional land as well. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ರೇಟ್ ಪರ್ ಎಕರ್, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನೀವು 1 ಎಕರೆ ಏನು ಮಾರಿದ್ದೀರೋ ಅದೇ ರೇಟನ್ನು ಆ ಜಮೀನಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ $1,200 ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ವೈಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಚ್. ನೀವು $1,200 ಬದಲಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅದರ ಡಬಲ್ ಹಣವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪಡೆಯಬಹುದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಮನಿ ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು, ದುಡ್ಡು ನಿಮಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ ಆವತ್ತು ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ನು ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಪಾಠ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ if you have any doubts, ask later, okay, through the phone or WhatsApp, okay. See, remaining things will be discussed on tomorrow's class. Thank you.